Hey guys, just checking in with a little update. It's been a while. Just finished with HC5, Hardcore Season C5 on DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online. And I wanted to give a little tidbit here, a couple of minutes on why you should be playing Hardcore if you're not, and especially if you're not even going to be, quote, serious about Hardcore. The first one is you want to get your dice rolls. So every server has its own dice rolls, and Hardcore server being its own standalone server. You want to log in daily so that you can click up here and get your dice rolls, and if you're VIP, get your gold rolls. And then what you do is you bank those, and then store them on the character that you're going to later transfer over to one of your live servers, and bring all those XP gems with you, which are a real goodie and a nice boost and a bonus. And it's free stuff, so you wouldn't say no to that if given the opportunity. So as you can see, I'm banking a lot of XP experience stones here. The other thing is you can send over stuff like hirelings you may have used on HC. HC, when you're going through the favor, you're going to spend some of the favor on items like maybe a beholder crystal that you haven't used up all the charges on, or perhaps a gold seal hire, and you might want to move those over. Quick tip here is that if you use a hireling that's a gold seal and you don't want to use them all up, you put them in the bank for quests that you won't need them, and the timer does not run down while it's in the bank and not on your character. Let's see, another fun thing that I like to do on HC is the auction house prices are significantly cheaper. So, being that I'm trying to build the guild renown on my own guild ship, I, in Hardcore, have looked for and purchased, wherever available, items, amenities for the guild ship. So, Dance Hall D, Danger Room, I've got those here. I think I've got another couple on a character that I'm also going to transfer. You can create a little level 1 character and just put the items on there. So the experience, the guild hall items, all can be transferred over. Another thing that I'd like to point out, and I don't think I have it on here, but there is that small tome of greater learning that you can get from, I think it's MOTD, the expansion, that if you have it, any first character on any server gets one. Well, since Hardcore server is a brand new server every time, you keep getting those. Don't tell the devs about this loophole, but you can just bank that and transfer it over to any live server you want and put that on any character, even on a server where you've already gotten one. So if you have a server that's your favorite server with multiple characters on there and you want to do a couple of multiple TRs for heroic XP, that is a great item to get for free. A lot of guys might just put that on the first character they create on Hardcore, and then that character dies and you just lose it. But why lose it on Hardcore, or especially on a character that's specifically designed with high constitution, etc., to grind something out as far as favor or reaper points? So I'm typically logging in about once a day to look at the auctions. I like to look at item augments to see if there's anything cheap. Like for example, this Angelic Wings rare. Yeah, it's not particularly great, but it's a rare, and it's 100,000 PP. If you were to see that on your live server, it'd probably be like a million or 1.6 million platinum. So it doesn't hurt to view them here on Hardcore server, especially since it's a temporary server. All this stuff is going to go away. And if you can pick up something cheap, then pick it up, because the guys here are just looking for some quick platinum. Like what do we got here? Radiant Shield, rare. That's another rare for 150,000 platinum. And if you want to just throw like a 125 bit on there, even if you don't win it, whatever. This is an extremely overpriced jewel kit. Nobody would do that. But here, Frozen Wanderer 350 is still not a bad price if you're looking for it. Granted, some of the like better stuff, like Eye of the Beholder, or maybe some of the Bard Caffeine stuff, will be more expensive. But the guys are just up it in here so they can grab a quick 200,000 platinum and put it towards something that they could really use. Oh, here, Vigilance. Wow, plus 50% fortification, that's pretty good. And it's only a 3-piece set. So yeah, 100,000. That's not a bad price to pay. I'll just bid on that now, I don't care. 55, what if I win it? Wouldn't it be weird? Okay, there we go. Oh, I've already reached the maximum bids. Yeah, I'm on here shopping. I've got a bunch of bids in because I had noticed this. If I go to, what is it, collectibles? People are posting all kinds of stuff here, like 23 Kybers for 46,000, or something that's a rare, like a rare one. I saw a rare Smoldering Embers, 30 Smoldering Embers. So these are cheap. I mean, it's better than having to grind them out, right? The one that I had noticed was the Necromantic Charms. There was a stack of Necromantic Charms on here. At any rate, another one that I like to look at is ingredients. This is where I look for all the guild stuff. Oh wait, no, miscellaneous is where I look for all the guild stuff. Right now, Banquet Hall Deed, 200,000. Yeah, just buy it here, put it in a character, transfer it back for your own guild. Guild storage 3? That's a good one. Wouldn't you like to have 4 storage chests on your own guild ship that nobody else can go into and touch? So 240 places where you can put non-bound items? Heck, that'll hold all of your hair colors and Cyber shards and junk like that. Yeah, definitely a plus. So that's what I'm always shopping for in here. Let me go check my mail, see if I want anything. Oh, I've been outbid on a lot of stuff, whatever. It's worth a try. But another one is that you may have noticed that hardcore drop rates seem higher. Like you can get drops on hardcore that you wouldn't normally get so easily if you were playing on your live server. I did a test on this. I think I did 11 runs on hardcore for a farm, and then I did 11 runs on live for a farm, and I found the difference to be that hardcore gave me 25% better drop rate than live did. So take that with a grain of salt for whatever it's worth. And I'd like to see the guild ship actually send you to the Gatekeeper's Grove, but it does not. I'm going to have to use teleport scroll to get there. Let's go ahead and do one of my farms real quick, since we've got a little time here. Let's see. Let's get turned around in this spot. Salt marsh. So currently, and this is probably going to be updated in the future, but the only place that you can get star fragments is Salt Marsh. So that is where I am doing my star fragment farming. And I found that you don't even really need to be doing it on Reaper. The drop rate isn't crazy correlated with the difficulty. So for speed's sake, and that way you can do it while you're half asleep, I typically do it on hard. Strangely enough, when I was farming my Gibbers blades, I got more Gibbers on hard than I did on like R2. And it was an easier farm anyway. You have to compare like your speed of completion versus the like 1% increase on drop rate. Drop rate meaning the chance for you to get that awesome item. Now I haven't gone through all of them. I mean, I've done all the Salt Marsh quests, but I haven't used a keen eye to evaluate what is the most ideal route. Mainly because I stopped at the Broken Tower. It's called Back to Basics. Broken Tower. Look at this guy. What's he doing here? I guess I should get into battle mode if I'm gonna fight with this guy. Gotta buff my stuff all up here. Expect to find a rare, just a random rare. Did you burn already? Be gone. Lizard Eater, okay. That doesn't sound so tasty. A little legendary victory. Put that towards the guild chip, I suppose. Alright, now that we're down here. The ransack rates are still the same. I think it's, what, it's 8? You can run it 8 times, loot the chest 8 times before it becomes ransacked. Which is a bummer. I think, I don't know, there should be an option using shards for maybe VIP to reset that or lower it somehow. Alright, let's do hard and enter. This is, of course, fastest on a character with Dimension Door. But I have done it with a run back. You can use Mikhail the Pious, of course. Alright. Open the dough. I feel like I'm missing a buff or don't have something equipped that I should. Guess we'll figure it out. Yeah, that question has come up before. It's annoying, but yeah, Pet Docent is absolutely based on your arty level. That way you can't multi-class into art just to get a level 20 dog. That would be an exploit. A very nice one, but that wouldn't last long. You know, one thing that was fun with my Warlock before that I think with the Epic Destiny resets, that is kind of disappointing as the loss of Storm Rage. I mean, yeah, I have to look through it again. But Primal Avatar, I used to have the Storm Rage, and Storm Rage, of course, affected my aura, so even when my aura would hit something, I would Storm Rage. So now on live, I have to use the, what is it, Storm in a Bottle, in order to initiate Storm Rage, where before I could just get a quote for free by taking it as a feat, a Destiny feat. Did you guys burn already? I always try to hit you in the back or something. Well, hopefully the volumes are good. I really didn't check them. Even had to update my stream software before I got everything sorted out here to get back on. Alright, dimension back. Did I hit them all, right? I think I hit all of them. Hope I didn't miss any. That would be a bit embarrassing if I missed a switch while I was chit-chatting. Here we go. Let's pop that. Let's hit this guy. Let's hit him again. Let's hit him again. I'll go use the Moral Love on him. By that time, something should be reset. Maybe this one, maybe this one. There we go. And let's see. Just put this on for fun, and I thought we should be fine. I'll pop the Wellspring. A little extra damage there. Not looking to get knocked down. Can't really be killed in here, which is the nice thing about hard. Just do it on hard and have a nice relaxing farm. Burning helmet. He's dead. I don't even know why he stayed with it. He's so dedicated. Alright, so that was the first farm. Let's see what the ransacked looks like. Oh no, it says ransacked off, and I must have got the time wrong or the date wrong on my notes. Like I had kept a note on the date and then the time, but I think I might have been a few minutes off. Okay. Well, I'm going to give that a pause then. But you guys have seen the route traveled for the Salt Marsh Farm. What was the time on that? Does it say somewhere in here what the time was? I don't know. Probably. I'm just missing it. Oh, 2 minutes, 54 seconds. Yeah, so 3-minute farm for Star Frag. If I wasn't ransacked, darn it, I probably would have pulled one. The trend that I had seen is your first 2 star fragments are going to be your first 2 runs. That happened to me twice, so I don't know. It's supposed to be random, but anyway. Hopefully microphone volume is good, desktop audio is good. This is just kind of a test to get back into it, let you know what's happening with the hardcore server. Did you guys get your footsteps yet? Wow, that is a really nice pair of anti-cold bracers. Look at that, absorption 34. I love to keep those. Like on the hardcore, I always keep an item. Look, cold absorption 19, electric 35%, acid 24%. Some of them aren't updated, but fire 32%. Oh well, let's just pull some items that can be deconstructed. I'm going to set that, and then probably exit out of here, since I got my farm time wrong. I do have a character on live that farmed yesterday, so I could probably go do that. But yeah, pulling star fragments is a thing you should be putting some time into in order to check out all the legendary stuff. Live server, it was Luminous Truth that I upgraded. That was my first item because I wanted to test out the conduit. As you know, conduit is going to be this one. Double the implement bonus of quarter staffs you wield. Quarter staves. Okay. I needed to confirm that it was not the crit bonuses, and it was not. So if you bring up an item, I'll see how it says spellcasting implement plus 29. It'll double that if it's a staff. So yeah, it's helpful. And on the radiance and fire for the Luminous Truth, since it's a double for both fire and radiance, it's very nice to just hold that as a staff. And then you link that up with this one. What was it? On Tiefling, it has that ability plus 10 UP when you have a staff in your hand. So yeah, you can get there, and that's kind of what I was tinkering with my character on live. Is there anything else I can be doing on Hardcore. No. So I guess we'll just let this be a little 15-minute run here, guys. Let you know that we're still playing around with the game, and then I will review it, make sure my volumes and stuff are good, and maybe we'll come back later with like a DDO tanking 102. I still have to do a follow-up to the tanking video, as far as the ins and outs, the nuances of creating and negotiating and getting a reasonable tank. I am by no means like the best tank on my server or professional tank per se, but I think I do pretty well. And tank is a class that you have to put a few past lives into, so anybody willing to make that investment, aka myself, there's a little bit of respect over that, definitely.